All right, thanks, guys. We once again improved to 2-0 in our last two daily best play package plays on patreon.com/Brock Page yesterday. We're also 11-3 in our last 14 crowd pleaser teaser package plays on that website as well. The good news is this: we have another crowd pleaser teaser package play going off tonight. We're currently over 1,100 members currently active on that website. So if you want premium sports picks, beginning at just $1.99 per month, you certainly want to check that out. Link for that site is in the description section below. Once again, that is patreon.com/Brock Page. All right, guys, we got ourselves a nice slate of college basketball action. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to start off with Pitt taking on NC State, 2 o'clock Eastern tip-off. The Wolfpack, they are laying 4.5, total at 139. Money's on NC State and the over in this one. The Wolfpack open 3.5, up to -4.5. Total open 138, up to 139. Right now, the Pitt Panthers are plus $1.80 on the money line. And speaking of the money line, Pitt has not been very good with regard to the money line as of late. Losers of 7 out of their last 8. They're also just 2-9 straight up in their last 11 as the official road team. They're averaging just 65 points per contest. They're shooting just 40% from the field, and they're shooting just 29% from downtown. Now, NC State on the other side, winners of 9 out of their last 10 head-to-head matchups with the Pitt Panthers. NC State's averaging 75 points per game. They're also 75% against the spread, taking on teams between 500 and 650. Now, total-wise, NC State 9-5 to the under, taking on teams allowing less than 67 points per contest. Meanwhile, Pitt on the other side, 6-5 to the under as the official road team. I'm going to lean NC State -4.5 and the under 139 in that game. All right, next matchup, Northwestern taking on Minnesota, 6 o'clock Eastern tip-off. The Golden Gophers are -8, total at 136.5. We are seeing money on Minnesota and the under in this one. The Golden Gophers open 7.5, up to -8. Total open 137.5, down to 136 and a hook. Right now, the Wildcats are plus 315 on the money line. Now, Northwestern, they are just 8-22 overall for the year, 2-10 straight up as the official road team. They're averaging 65 points per contest and shooting just 41% from the field. Now, Minnesota on the other side, they actually rank at the top 30 in the nation in offensive rebounding. They're also holding their opponents at just 40% from the field. Minnesota 4-1 against the spread in their last 5, 71% against the spread when laying the points. Golden Gophers are 5-0 to the over in their last 5. Meanwhile, 5 out of Northwestern's last 6 got over the number themselves. I'm going to lean Minnesota -8 and the over 136.5. Next game, BC versus Notre Dame, 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off. The Fighting Irish are laying 9.5, total at 141. Money's on Notre Dame and the under in this one. The Fighting Irish open 8.5, up to -9.5, total open 142, down to 141. Right now, Boston College is plus 430 on the money line. Popovich is out with a back. Hamilton questionable for this BC squad. The Eagles have dropped their last 5 straight games. They're also just 4-8 straight up as the official road team, and they're averaging just 63 points per contest when they travel. Now, offensively, they're shooting only 40% from the field, and they're just 1-9 straight up in their last 10 head-to-head matchups with Notre Dame. Now, speaking of Notre Dame, they are 4-2 straight up in their last 6. Meanwhile, they're holding their opponents to just 41% from the field. Now, Notre Dame, they are 60% against the spread when laying the points this year. They're also 63% against the spread after 4 or more days off. So, doing very good against the number after substantial rest. Now, Notre Dame 4-3 to the over in their last 7. BC 9-3 to the over as the official road team. I'm going to lean Notre Dame -9.5 and the over 141 in that game. Before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the show. Got some lines of personal leans out for Wednesday's college basketball action. Happy Wednesday to you. Happy hump day to you. The weekend is right around the corner. Now, before we go ahead and move on, just got to quickly remind you once again to check me out on my Patreon website, where once again we improved to 2-0 in our last 2 daily best plays on that website yesterday. Not our best day yesterday. Went just 2-3 in our 5 premium picks. 40%, certainly not something we aspire to do, but we do have a really nice card today, so we're looking to improve. And speaking of which, we are 11-3 in our last 14 crowd pleaser teaser plays on that site. And the good news is this: we have another crowd pleaser teaser package play going off tonight. Now, you might be wondering, why would you buy a package from me when you can get all the picks for free here on YouTube? And that's certainly a great thought, a great intuition on your part. But that's the problem. You're right. I do give you all the games for free here on YouTube, but the problem is, if you're going to bet every single game on the board, side and total, it's definitely not a winning formula for success. The math becomes aggressively against you if you're betting every single game on the board. So what I do on Patreon, I make life a lot easier for you. I break it down to just 4 to 5 premium picks per day, high percentage picks, games that I personally have action on. And I'll tell you this much, my current Patreon record is a lot better than it is here on YouTube, handicapping every single game on the board. We are red hot, a bunch of different packages. So if you want to check out my current record for free, you can do that right now. It's right on the homepage. All you have to do is click the link in the description section below. Once again, that is patreon.com/ProcPage. All right, guys, let's go ahead and dive into some more free lines and personal leans right here on YouTube. All starts Eastern Standard Time. And on deck, we've got another Big East matchup. Well, not another one. Our first Big East matchup that we're covering today. But anyway, that's going to be Georgetown taking on St. John's. 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off at MSG. So we're going to treat this as a home game for St. John's. St. John's, they are -4, total at 151. Money's on St. John's and the under in this one. A 1-point move toward the Red Storm and a 2-point move downward on the total. So once again, St. John's open as the 3-point favorite, up to -4. Total open 153, down to 151. Right now, Georgetown is plus $1.65 on the money line. Yurtseven and McClung are questionable for the Hoyas. Georgetown, losers of their last 6 straight. These guys find ways to lose, and that's, a prime example. They're a really talented team, but they're, one of those squads that, unfortunately, they find ways to lose. They're allowing 77 points per contest as the official road team. They're also allowing their opponents to shoot 39% from the field when they're on the road as well. Now they're just 4-7 against the spread as the official road team, and they're just 42% against the spread in their games that tipped off at the current number. Now St. John's on the other side, they are 13-6 against the spread at home, 67% against the spread when laying the points this year. They're averaging 78 points per contest as the official home team, and they are 13-6 straight up at home as well. Now 4 out of Georgetown's last 6 did stay under the total. I'm going to lean St. John's -4 and the under 151 in that game. Next matchup, Georgia, Ole Miss, 7 o'clock tip-off. The Rebels of Ole Miss, they are -3, total at 144. Money's on Ole Miss and the over in this one. The Rebels open as the 2-point favorite, up to -3. Total open 143.5, up to 144. Right now, Georgia is plus 140 on the money line. And if you like the Bulldogs in this matchup here, just keep in mind they've dropped 7 out of their last 10 games. They're also just 3-9 straight up as the official road team. The Bulldogs are shooting just 29% from beyond the arc, and they're allowing 76 points per game. Ole Miss on the other side, 5-4 against the spread, taking on teams allowing more than 72 points per contest. They're also 60% against the spread after 4 or more days off. They did successfully cover the point spread in their last matchup with Georgia. Now, 4 out of Ole Miss' last 6 games did get over the number. UGA 8-4 to the over as the official road team. I'm going to lean Ole Miss -3 in the over 144. Next game, Iowa State versus Oklahoma State, 7 o'clock tip-off. The Cowboys are -6, total at 140. Money's on Oklahoma State and the under. The Cowboys open as the 5-point favorite, up to -6. Total open 141, down to 140. Right now, the Cyclones are plus 240 on the money line. And if you like the Iowa State Cyclones in this matchup here. Just keep in mind, Nixon and Bolton are questionable. Iowa State 0-11 straight up as the official road team. They're giving up 80 points per contest as the official road team as well. And they're allowing their opponents to shoot 49.5% from the field in that same category. Now, Oklahoma State, winners of their last 3 straight games, 70% against the spread in their last 10. The Cowboys rank in the top 35 in defensive field goal percentage. Total-wise, Oklahoma State 60% to the over in their last 10. Meanwhile, 7 out of Iowa State's last 9 got over the number themselves. I'm going to lean Oklahoma State -6 and the over 140 in that game. Next matchup, Kansas State.